The next Ghost Recon game is confirmed to be in development, and it has been for a pretty long while now. And no, we're not talking about the now cancelled Battle Royale Ghost Recon Frontlines. Let's just please forget about this one. Let's just never talk about it ever again. Because, well, thanks to new details, it seems Ubisoft want fans of the franchise to forgive them for the mess that they have created within Ghost Recon, and it seems that they're actively and secretly listening to feedback from players on what this next game should be. Almost every single video you see when you search Ghost Recon on YouTube is about people playing the games in an extremely tactical way, literally how Ghost Recon should be played and what the series should be oriented to. Thanks to these details, Ubisoft has reportedly seen the demand and the excitement of a tactical experience, and they could be working on bringing this up to the next level with this new Ghost Recon. We're gonna be talking about this in today's video, as well as all of the details that we know about this game, including new reports. So let's get into it right away without wasting time. Okay, so earlier this year it was pretty much confirmed by Insider Gaming, which is pretty much the best industry insider website or people with Tom Henderson. They confirmed that Ubisoft had literally 12 Battle Royale games in development, including Ghost Recon Frontlines. Now, thanks to the community being tired of these kind of games, Ubisoft reportedly cancelled most, if not all, of these 12 games because of lack of player interest and that they needed much more time and polish to be shown to the public. The thing is, people were already tired of Battle Royale / live service games, and so they have cancelled most and pushed the others years and years away. After this happened, Ubisoft publicly admitted, and thanks to a leaked email sent to Ubisoft employees, that Ubisoft themselves made a mistake of pumping out so many games like this, and that it was up to the employees to grind out a new hit and get the company back on top. This was followed by the company changing its strategy for its upcoming games, and so a delay for the new Ghost Recon game needed to happen. According to Tom Anderson, Ghost Recon Project Over is set to release sometime in 2025. The team completely switched its ideas and gameplay elements mid-development, and so they need more proper time to deliver a great experience that is said to be up to fan standards. According to Tom again, Ubisoft has multiple projects that are currently in the works, which include the highly anticipated releases such as Assassin's Creed Red, 7th mainline Far Cry game, and Ghost Recon, which is going under the codename of Project Over. The name is incredibly vague, but according to Anderson, these three games have been really positively received internally, and he's heard great things about them too, especially this new Ghost Recon game, which Ubisoft is reportedly very excited to show off. He also goes on to say that both Skull and Bones and Beyond Good and Evil 2 are games that are in the way of their other ambitious projects, but due to contracts and stuff, they need to finish those, even if that means butching them in one way or another. For example, Ubisoft has to finish and release Skull and Bones because they are partnered with Singapore's government for it, and it could get the company in much legal trouble if they fail in delivering the product. It's also very nice to see that Ubisoft still hasn't abandoned the Ghost Recon franchise after all the mess that happened with it. The latest game in the series, Ghost Recon Breakpoint, had a very bad, mostly negative launch, and Ubisoft even introduced NFTs into it later on after the release. They also went on to reveal a Battle Royale Ghost Recon game that absolutely no one wanted ever. We all have to keep in mind, guys, of who Ubisoft really is and never forget all the shady things that they did. We can be excited for a new Ghost Recon, but we also have to keep an eye on them at all times. It's unfortunately like this in the AAA gaming world, but we still have all the power as consumer. I'm also on the side on whether it should be some kind of open world or just a linear game, just like the past Ghost Recon games in the early 2000s. I mean, Ghost Recon Wildlands and Breakpoint at its end, when the games were truly finished, they were really good games, really good open world games, where you could do a ton of stealth in different locations around the world, which is great. It was really good, but I don't really want them to introduce some RPG elements and stuff. Ubisoft and open world games just sound shady to me, because they always want to introduce some battle passes, some microtransactions, all that all have to do with the open world and the grinding and so on. So if it's open world, it just needs to be tactical and back to its roots. So let me know in the comments which would you like to play more, linear or open world. If you're excited for this new Ghost Recon game and would like more gaming news on it, make sure you support this video by liking it and of course subscribe to stay tuned.